Welcome back to Frequency Phoenix 555 for your message or massages. Big Cat, guess what? You've inadvertently started digging ditches for them bitches. Yes, I know, it's so funny, isn't it? Ha ha. Laugh with me. Ha ha. Never in all of my years on this Malkuth have I heard of anyone inquiring about the health and well-being of a hater. Never have I heard it. Never. Too busy getting great, darling dear. Too busy getting great, and sock it to them as only a big cat can on a big cat day. And what day is that? Every day that's got a D in it is a day for the big cat to what? Circumvent the fucking and what? Turn over the stone, right? With all the creatures from the backwoods lurking. We're not having it, blood. Didn't they get the memo? You are what? She or he for whom the sun rises. What's the matter with them? They need to keep up. Their hateration is so 2020, 2019, 2018. Blood, please. They are the full-on what? Personification of Nosferatu. Neferatu. The original vampire. Vampire? Yeah, vampire. Yes, baby. And guess what? Let's kick off with the Lord's Prayer before we get into this particular peccadillo, blood. I didn't even bother get out of my robe for this bitch. No! I can deal with them in a robe, blood. Let's go. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. So be it mote. Energy up, big cats. We've got what? Much things to discuss. There is intel afoot. Did I give the correct welcome in? Welcome or welcome back to Frequency Phoenix 555, where you get what? No smocation indicated, darling dear. I come with the fire of what? The truth, darling dear. The truth. You get the usher, whether you like it or not. Let's see who's in the chat. First in the chat, Leper. Fist bump wagwan. You good? Nicole, Miss Neffy, pressure. You came in as the throuple, darling dear. Always turning up when most needed. Pinkies up. Divine Feminine Claire. What's going on, Claire? I hope you're good in your hood. Angelic Alchemist Mother, I see you. Marquis Train, yes baby. Big things are going for the big cat. Them don't like it. Well, good. Then better what? Keep it at a safe distance. Big cat can't go to prison. Big cat needs to be free. To co-create in their face, blood. In their face. Who else is here? Nat Downey, Lisa Scott, Marco, Polo, Pinky's up. Fist bump. Empress CC, glad you could pop in, darling dear. Who's that? KM, hello, darling dear. You're so quiet with the tiny letters, the tiny characters. But you what? You may be small, but you big in them streets, darling dear. Alexis Holmes, Rosalind James, Pinky's up. Are you good? Let's kick off, darling dear, with the planetary energies, because today, thank God, Mercury is direct. I told you it was going to happen. All of the planets are going to line up and be direct between now and the 19th of April. You better work like you've got something. Like you've got what? You've had roots put on you, mate. Well, you have, some of you. And that's not funny until you understand how to what? Claim dominion over your existence, your life, everything. And understand when you step into a room as a big cat, shoulders back, chin up, walk in the room like God called you, blood. Mercury is direct. Everyone starts to get along, eh? Communication is afoot, eh? Hey! Communication will be easier for you at this time, big cat. You will resolve those issues quick, smart, and in a hurry. This is what? Gathering season. And guess what we call the police in the UK? The gatherers. Because when they come to get you, they're gathering you up, blood. They don't care who you are, what you've got. If you've got to go, you've got to go. Gathering season, darling dear. Fist bump. Big cat, can I have a quick talk with you? We need to talk about the three people, the three types of people. Those that help you up in life. Those that keep you where you are or where you was in life. And those that wants to bring you down, Scotty. They want you what to be looking like Quasimodo in them streets. Brock pocketers and being abused by everything and everyone. They want you to be the carrier. Yes, baby, the bearer of all of their heinous crimes. They want you to wear it on your face. Are you mad, blood? If you're crying, rub them bitches in. It's the best skin tightener this side of the universe. Outrageous, I know. But it is what it is. You're fabulous and they're not. They have to accept that shit. Fist bump. Yes, baby. Healing these past wounds, darling dear. Particularly those that affected your drive, your motivation, and your ego. The ego is the amigo, darling dear. But now that Mercury is direct, blood, they better take what? Take some kind of rest in the crevice of the devil's balls. The strongest workers for the devil, darling dear. And they haven't stopped with their snake shit. What they can't see what's going on with you, they'll make it up. And the feeble-minded, those that are too on the spiritual short bus, right next to the sign that says don't F off past this pint, is only the ones listening. Merchants of slander, Jeremiah 9:4, on the balls of their feet, but they don't understand. Every word, every curse, every spell they direct at a big cat. Return to sender. You have a team, don't you know? Pinkies up. Spiritual warfare, pish posh. Come on, big cat, you know what's going on. You are professor of the puzzle. Those issues that they put in your cranium, darling dears, until you bucked up on a big cat that wasn't having it and told you not to have it. Right? It was like ripping a band-aid off because you didn't believe that there was another way to exist. They wanted you to exist in pain. Unfortunately for them, you decided you weren't having it, blood. You got yourself named, right? And you became Gandalf the White. I know, they're still spinning. But they won't spin off. No. Why would they? They have to have something to look up to, big cat. Fist bump. From the bottom of the pit. Don't be shy in asserting yourself over the next few weeks, darling dear. Stand tall and proud, knowing that your feelings are legitimate. You don't hate them. No, you haven't got time for hate. They hate themselves. That's enough hatred for one whole lifetime and all the other repeating lifetimes they will be doing as they sit in the seat of karma, as they continue with their nefarious ways, not realizing that they're blighting the lives of their own progeny for the second and third generation. But then again, I said they're no one's mother or father, blood. That progeny had to bite off its own umbilical cord and hit that ground running. That parent was never a parent to them. And some of them had so many daddies, they've got a cacophony of uncles. Yes, baby, a cacophony. Had to put that in to emphasize what's going on here. We've got a number of things to unpack today, Big Cat. Are you with me? Give me a cat. Hey, Jay. Glad you could pop in. Who's that? Dakisha Bell? Don't let them ring your bell, blood. Hide that shit. Right next to your what? Pile of gold like MacDuck. I told you guys. They're still wondering, trying to keep up when you've already left the arena. Gone on to greater things, darling dear. Audra Dye, glad you could pop in. And Karen Ballard, Cat, fist bump, big up your blood clot self, Karen. Right, I'm starting to sweat, darling dears. I've gone straight past the perspiration, blood, because we know what we're dealing with. We know. Nobody knows like a Big Cat as you became what? Bushido, warrior. They're even trying to F with my words, and it's not even Mercury retrograde. Good God. You had to adopt the Bushido, Reedy. Why? Because it's the way of the Big Cat, darling dear. The only way to go. The first one is righteousness. Doing the right thing. Even when no one's looking, darling dear, you do the right thing. The second one is courage, darling dear. Face life as a whole with confidence, darling dear. They don't love it. They think it's what? They find it as an effrontery against their shenanigans. Marco Polo, you in Jamaica, what? Go on, I wish I was there too. I really do. But they want me to take that, and I ain't taking that. Listen, if I'm a one-woman army man, me not take it. Anyhow, I digress again. As I was saying, the third really we have, darling, is compassion. With great power, right, comes great responsibilities, darling dears. You know you could easily crush them. You realize that what? The compassion makes you realize how your actions affect others, darling dears. We also respect, darling dear. Knowing how to use your power wisely, that's the respect. They think you're playing checkers, blood, when we're on to the what? Chess. And you're the queen. Whether you're a king, you're a queen. Because the king is called, is it Shamat? When the king is defeated? Yes, baby. The fifth one is truthfulness. You're a truth teller. You told it yourself in the DNS and it wasn't fabulous. When you realize how much of your worth you gave to bottom feeders that was sent to take you to the bottom of the pit. The next one is honor. Who you are as a person, darling dear. Your word and your actions. Why? Because your word carries spiritual weight, blood. Bruh. Oh, sistrine, it does. The seventh one is what? Loyalty. Closely aligned with truthfulness, blood. Two things that they would never understand as they continue to what? Pilfer on your life. From the nosebleed section, getting their echopraxicon. All of a sudden, they've known Jesus. Really? Really? When Jesus is saying, they come in with Jesus and Jesus is saying next to them, trust no man, they will fail your blood. Yes, baby. And our eighth reading is self-control. We want to what? Exemplify, right? The whole entire code on a daily basis in order to avoid prison on Malkuth and Keitha. Right. Yes, baby. All of this and that. We're now going to do a frenemy spread. Let's get a rune, darling, to see what's going on. As they continue with the whisperings of Hannibal Lecter into the ear of a simple-minded. They would love to turn your what? Barbecue into mildew. But unfortunately, Zemblanity is not your go-to move. Your rune is what? Gebo, darling dear. The Gemini energy of it all. Making right choices, being balanced, having Archangel Michael at your back, darling dear. This is about your solar plexus. They try to brock up your self-esteem and your self-worth. They wanted his tatters on the rocks of life. Really? They did. Archangel Michael is at your back, calling on him at any time for strength, darling dear, and protection. It's also the Leo energy, and it also speaks about east, an eastward direction, or something you are from the east. Sun energy, darling dears, the Gemini energy of it all. This also speaks about what? Being a loner. Some of you are a lone wolf, but that was a choice. This also speaks about an invitation, some kind of family shindig that's going on. Good God, you better put on the whole armor of God, because if you're looking for what? Ditch diggers, you will find them there. But unfortunately for them, you ain't in their ditch. No, you've got your own ditch, the one that's got the dollar sign behind it, darling dear. Yes, because you're quiet. You're quiet. As only a ninja big cat can be. I told you you've got many personas, darling dear, but all of them start with what? Father God Most High and end in big cat. What you put in the middle could be ibex, prototype, buddies. Yes, baby, all of that. You is. And somebody's loving on you. This also speaks about a divine union, a new friendship. Whether platonic or romantical, you shall decide, darling dear. Why? Because you're interviewing everyone, blood. I told you. This is the season of eyes on everybody. Come through, Boosie, bad ass, Porsche, clap. Yes, baby, this Frenemy, this snake, straight out of Slytherin, Little Finger, and Voldemort. With what? A Freddy Krueger kind of a way. A full-on Jason in a Peter suit. They came to rend, darling dear. They came to rend. They didn't come in peace. Well, they did in the beginning because they had to fit in somehow. But they did not realize that their lips and their words would invite a beating, darling dear. Yes, baby. It would, and it did. A spiritual beating in some cases. An angry person, Proverbs 27:4. But who can stand in the face of anger and jealousy? Big cat can. Why? Because you couldn't give two figs or one good goddamn. Let them hate by themselves, blood. You haven't got the energies for that. Gebo, oh, sorry, I didn't tell you. Gebo is represented by the letter G. It's also represented by the numbers 24, 25, 26, and 27. You sacrifice a friendship, family members, a job, some kind of a partnership. Or was the sacrificial lamb in said, what, snake pit? You didn't know that, but you know that shit now. Nothing like a 2020 and being fucked over without the Vaseline blood. What else is going on with this haterade? Right? They want to know what your next move is, blood. Because big cat move in silence. We are a sneaky cat around the shady and the what left behind. The same ones that wanted you in the double wide coffin. I told you, guess who was going to be on the bottom bunk? Looking at the crack of what? A bottom feeder, a tree sloth forever. But you said how now, barren cow? Proverbs 12:24. Why? I'm a hustler, baby. That's what you said. Especially when you said, I am she or he for whom the sun rises. Blood. I'm too pretty for this. They want to know what your next move is. What else do they want to know? Oh, whatever they want to know, your ancestral team is what? Making it smoke and mirrors, darling dear. They need to know that you are protected. Or they're feeling as though you're protected because the spell castation, the lies, come through, Candy Barras. Posh, clap, the lies they told on you, darling dear, is a reflection of them. Why? The lies they told you are not embodying any of that F shit. You're too busy getting great. Very busy. You know how I love a throuple. What's this? Yes, baby. Healthier choices. Some of them are wishing you brown bread. They want also, I heard breast cancer. They want your health to be on a downturn, but unfortunately for them, it's in the upright. So sucks to be them and all of their administrations. Your ancestral team are coming in like NFL players, darling dear. Blocking everything. Why? You paid attention in the DNS. You have your altars. You give your offerings. You pay homage to those that went before you, darling dears. Why? They gave you every one of their gifts and skills because they were unable to use in their time. Speaking of ancestors, one of my sisters has become an ancestor now. And when I think of how trapped she was in her body, I'm going to live the baddest, biggest cat life. I'm going to go to my grave empty. I'm going to live life on her behalf. You have to understand sometimes others have to fall back and clap for you. And speaking about people passing, if you've got a spouse and they die, you become a widow or widower. If you as the parent dies, the child becomes an orphan. But there is no word for a parent losing a child. My condolences to those that have lost children. There is no word for it because that pain. I pray that I never feel that pain. But those of you that's gone through it, my condolences. No word for that. They want to know what your next move is, darling dear. Because you're a sneaky cat. In Proverbs 26:11, you are not a fool that returns to folly, darling dear. And what else? A dog that returns to his vomit. Are you mad, blood? We don't eat vomit. We're too busy getting the cake. Let's get a charm. See what else is going on with the skullduggery before we press on with the read. What else are these haters seeing from the nosebleed section? As you did what? Called judgment on them. How did you do that? You forgave them and you were forgiven, darling dear. Matthew 6:14. And then you cut them off. Matthew 5:30. You did. Why? Because they gave you phobia, blood, and misophonia. And they made you extremely obstreperous. Right, let's get these charms out because it's taking long. You've got quite a bushel. As I said, somebody's child is in the spirit world. My condolences, darling dear. We have the stork in the reverse. They wanted you to be weighed down. They wanted you to weigh down, darling dear, with burdens. They wanted you to be stuck in the same pattern or pace or place where you were. I told you, big cat, don't you ever you don't lay down. No lay down. And you never let anyone find you where you left them or they left you. You get up and you get great. You get a hold of your birth natal chart. Find out who you are and get your strengths, darling dear, and get great. I told you there's $2.3 trillion on the tableau for motivation and creative works, darling dear, online. Get great. They wanted you stuck. Look at this. You've got the sewing machine on its face, darling dear. They're praying for your jobs, you to lose your job, right? Any business you've got going on, they're asking for what troubles, issues. They want losses in your finances, darling dear. They want to hit you up in your pocketbook, your handbag, your wallet, your purse. Look at this. Grapes speak about abundance. Oh, wow. Whatever they're hitting, mate, it's not happening around your house. No, it's not. Why? Because divine is giving you a new tree of life, darling dear. You get to do the fool's journey again, but this time your third eye is buffed up to a bitchin' shine. What was done to you in the past could ne'er happen to you again. Are you mad, blood? You are the coach of the red flag team, blood, and you know how to play chess like a boss. In silence, mate. You've already checked their mate. Some of you had to check their mate. Some of these haters, these frenemies need to know that their man, you keep finding their man in your inbox. I know. Give them back their man like this. Take back the skullduggerous. Yes, baby. Look at this. Flying high as only a big cat can, above every storm, every drama, every spell, every wicked word. Why? You're paying attention to your higher self. That is the God spark within you, darling dear. This is why you are moving on. This also looks like an airplane. There's travel for you. I already said this. You get a new tree of life, darling dear. They're trying to F up all of your shit in the background. But when Divine decides that you are having grapes blood, you're having grapes. What's the matter with them? Abundance. On every level. Right. I think we should use the Witch's Oracle deck for this. Let's see what your ancestors want to tell you about these bottom feeders from the nosebleed section, blood. Those ones that had you as what? Victim of hate from the gate. Wanted you to be dumbed down so you'd be less than, lower than them. Hey CB, Wagwan, glad you could pop in. Portia, see you. Shine A. Fist bump. What your ancestors want to tell you about these people? Well, they said they was people. Listen, I'm not going into the details just now. They said it. They say it. What do we need to know about them? These hateros. These snakes. Straight from the crevice of the devil's balls. As they dare come and try and address you. When you're in your full-on Easter Island Stevie Wonder mode. Having understood how to do the 1-2 step to the universe. Got the tinky winky in you. Because you're rogue and rebel, cat. Thank you. You saw them that do a cartwheel. What is it? Some of you may even be pregnant for one of these haters, these snakeazoids. Or they're hating on your pregnancy. Protect your unborn child. Pray over that child. If you feel it in your solar plexus, that squiffy feeling, stay away from that person. They don't want your child to come through. And I already spoke about the loss of a child. There's no word for it. None. And there's no words for their wickedness. Whatever they're trying to stop in your life, you can't stop a big cat walking. Know this. Concealment. Yes, baby, the hidden hand, little finger, is about to be what? Unmasked. You're going to find out exactly who the strongest worker was against you. Or you've already found out. But you have to be what? A dignified big cat. Because what? Knowledge is power. And power is power. Just because you have the knowledge doesn't mean you have to be what? Singing like a canary. You have to remember divine timing. Everything's about the timing, darling dears. And whatever spiritual gifts you have to stop covering them up. Stop hiding them. We are light workers, star seed. We have a purpose to wake up the rest of this Malkuv. Whether they wants to listen or not. All will come to your words eventually. When they've been effed over one too many times without the Vaseline. Know this. We were sent here to what? Learn. Have choices, darling dear. But they choose to be wicked. And heinous. And back tabbing. Back front neck tabbing. They get no S. They're tabbers. They're going to be unmasked, but you're going to have to hold that knowledge, especially if you're pregnant at this moment in time. Especially if your baby is young. Hold that knowledge, darling dear. You have to wait until you're physically strong to deliver what needs to be delivered unto whom so it needs to be delivered. Right? Told you. Return to sender. What they wanted for you, big cat. They've dug their own ditch as you continue to dig your ditch like McDuck to store your skrilla. Dots comes. Big cat. They wanted your health to be down. And we see the partnership. This is more than one that had this ritual. Or this wish. Or the gathering. There's 4 here. The gathering to what? Put all of that malicious energy together to bring a big cat down. Well, it's not working, mate. Try to interrupt the big cat walking. We sips our mocha because what? Our hairline comes first and we ain't getting smoke, blood. Right. Let's carry on, guys. Base of the deck. You are an earth angel. You are being protected. This is what the Sagittarius energy of it all, the temperance. It's been a long journey, but divine wants you to understand it's not the destination, it's the journey, darling dears. This is also about moderation. Some of you need to put up that cup. If you are drinking too much, you have to understand that spirit of alcohol, getting drunk, alcoholism was put on you by someone else. Yes, baby. You'll be surprised. You would be surprised. Some of you would be worried, but I don't understand why. Because they can't do your damn thing. First of all, let's see what kind of jobs these bottom feeders have. The first thing that fell out is the strength card. They're in the healing industry. Could be a doctor, a nurse, dental assistant, right? We've got the hangman. Some of them work in the prison service, right? We've got a bank worker, right? Who's a effing thief and a liar, blood. And somebody who works in the property investment, a mortgage broker, whatever. What other professions do these bottom feeders have? Before we push on. What's this? Someone's definitely in the surgical, darling, dear. And this one, I'm getting what? Art gallery, artist. What else? Before we press on. Oh gosh. And someone is actually a police officer, an officer of the law, or working in the legal field, darling dear. And they're full of shit, and they're wicked, and they've been unmasked, and they're wishing bad things on someone who's actually pregnant at this moment in time. But their wickedness is about to be unmasked. Let's give it a good shufty and see what else is going on with these wicked ones. We want to... Look, you don't talk to them. You saw me. Look. God said, shut that shit down. You had to. It's either that or go to prison, blood. And Big Cat can't go to prison. I told you, we need to be free. We like it when we can go to the fridge and take what we want when we want. We like being able to turn on the lights on and off when we want. We like being able to do what? Pee glitter, shit cupcakes, and fart rainbows. By ourselves, blood. You don't need an audience. And you sure as shit don't want to be in a room with bunk beds. Because guess who's going to be on the bottom? Big Cat, don't go to prison, yeah? Why did they come into your life? Why were they in your life? To be a stumbling block, darling dear. To have you on the rinse and repeat. The ghetto groundhog day of it all. The Knight of Wands on its back. Good golly and gosh. This person was on an ego trip. Their ego is their amigo. They didn't really have a clear plan. This also speaks about what? A disingenuous lover. A philanderer. A dig dealer. A mattress back. An animal in a kitten heel. All of this and that. And a tree sloth to boot. Yes, baby. They came as a stumbling block in your life. They wanted you to be stuck. In the upright, this speaks about what? Being passionate, taking action, moving towards what you truly want out of life. Some of you may have even moved into a new home. They wanted you to be stuck, darling dear. They didn't like that you was powerful. Some of you are planning a trip at this moment in time. They want you to die on that trip. That's why you shut up, Big Cat. You tell nobody nothing. Shut up. Put a sock in it. The only people or person or spirit that needs to know is Father God and the travel agent. They came to what caused a lot of stagnancy in your life. Oh. They are not earth angel. I told you, little finger, the devil's strongest worker. Some of them wanted you brown bread on your back, mate. What? As they sung great, amazing grace in a what? Baritone, with no tears on their face, blood. For you. They wished illness on you, darling dear. We already discussed the breast cancer, as well as the wickedness they're putting on your child or children. But they can't do it, darling dear. They really can't. They cannot. Base of the deck. Because you're still winning, blood. You've become what? A master crafts person in your field. This talks about teamwork, building something new. Some of you are in new relationships and you are at what? Fledgling stage. But divine is telling you to what? Give it your best effort. But make sure you investigate. Listen. Knight of Swords on its face. You have a liar, a cheater, a stabberer of all of your chakras, darling. There's a Knight of Swords on its back. This person is a left behinder. They're a bully and they're vicious. And what they did to you or still doing behind your back is criminal. The Knights, they're aged from say about 18 up to 35. Or this is the maturity level that they're showing, darling. They're feeble-minded. You've got two main antagonists, darling, dear, that really have it in for you. They want you to be stuck. Be careful of your cars, darling, dear. Because I told you they want to come and sing a baritone at your funeral. Knight of Swords on its face, darling, dears. This is not good. It also speaks about what? Disagreements. They're going for a lot of arguing, fighting, tongue wrestling, hockey sticks at dawn. Some of them are drinking and drugging it up at this moment, right? And they've what? Been slacking at work because of their overindulgences, darling dear. And it's been noticed that they're either sniffing it up or drinking it up. They smell like a what? A saloon. What did I say? Big things is going on in their workspace, mate. And they're gonna get the high jump, a chop. Get out, fetch the black bags. You have your P45 and you are free to F off to someone else's building. Yes. What did I say? They're about to be told to F off. This is talking about, listen, they're losing their job. They've got a business, it's going down, it's shit. It's shit. Right? They're being told to piss off quickly and quietly with the P45. Don't come back. You'll be accosted by security. Here's the security. Yes, baby. All of this and that. What's going on? This person has also had some form of indiscretion in their work field. Two dick dealing mattress backing, right? Rotting like two bulls or two pigs in the mud at work. And it's been found out. Rotting like two pigs in the mud. In Jamaica, we call pigs Trenton. So two Trenton are rot like Jankra. What's Jankra? It's a vulture that eats off the dead. It look like two zombies, right? Shuffling what? The genitalias. They've been found out at work and they've been told to piss off and take your what? Back alley pornography ways with you. They've been found out. Oh well. Let's get this up and get the next question out. Because I'm telling you, it's a Maya, darling. It's a Maya. It's a Maya. But why in particular do they hate you, big cat? You're nice. You just wanted to be nice. You just wanted to be nice. You don't talk to these people. And you've got factions around you. Factions. You don't talk to them because they come with the bad energy. Right? They don't like the fact that you're intuitive. They see you as a lucky person, darling dear. As if by magic, right? Things appear in your life. Every time you boss up on these mitches and bitches, right? These dummy bats. They think that you're doing some kind of what? Magic spell. You ain't doing shit, blood, but paying attention to the DNS. You barely got out of alive. I'm telling you. They don't know what they're talking about, blood. Whereas you know your opponent. Law 33 of the 48 laws of power. In some cases, darling, you had to do law 21. Play a sucker to catch a sucker. I told you, big knowledge is coming towards you. You're being intuitively guided to it. But when you get that knowledge, it's still in incubation stage. You have to know when to hold them. You have to be like cool hand Luke for the right time. And you'll know when it's the right time to spill the beans, blood. Becoming the singing canary. And they can't tell you to shut up because you come with receipts, blood. Receipts. Because you're Peter 5'8" up in this bitch. Now I'm sweating, guys. Lord Jesus. Let me plug in my fan. Excuse me a second. I've got so many plugs here. I don't know which one I can plug out. That's not going to F up the whole of my life. There. Someone's being told to get out of their working environment. This spellcaster. Yes, baby. They're watching you master something. Yes, baby. And sometimes the King of Swords is a God card in tarot. You're being blessed in their face. The Sun card is the happiest card in the deck. Again, the Leo energy, the same energy that comes from Archangel Michael. A new beginning. Divine wants you to what? Don't allow the past to block your blessings. Don't allow anything, any of the intel, because this is gathering of major information, darling dear. And you are poised to deliver a death blow. But Divine says, no, 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 no. Wait. Wait. Somebody's told lies in a legal situation. And I told you in the working field as well. They thought they got away with it, darling dear. But they didn't. This is the, listen, the Empress on its face is a liar. Someone who can't co-create, a thief, a pilferer. This is nobody's mother. I told you, if they've got progeny, they had to chew off their own umbilical cord and hit the ground running, mate. This is somebody who's jealous and envious. This is an older female. Could be a mother, cousin, sister. It could even be a male. Because, you know, gender is fluid in tarot. It's either a bitch Mitch or a Mitch bitch. And them don't like you. The bad energy of it all, darling dear. Toxic. And codependent. As well as black pocketers. Buddy, have you got a dime? Where's my shiznai? Cheers. Bell. This is Justin Bell. Them have no pentacale. No pentacale, none. Not a bean. F shit here, 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 and here. The blind leading the blind. This person is about to be what? I'm seeing court proceedings. This is an older female, darling dear. An older female who pretends to be what? As the face of Pirate and Pierrot. This person, this older female who is extremely toxic. This is a gaggle of toxic people. She's the head of it, the head honcho, the queen or kingpin. Yes, the lead antagonist. I told you there are two main ones, but this bitch thinks she run things. She's running it from the crack of her ass where her head is, right? They haven't got it. This is bad luck, darling dear. This is the world taking you over, being washed over with issues. This older female is going to go to prison. Why? Because they're going to rat on her blood. They're going to try and save themselves, whomsoever they're dealing with, right? They're going to try and save themselves in a situation. They're going to try and say, listen, there is no honor amongst thieves. Didn't they get the memo? You don't tell them, Big Cat. We are up to what? Cognitive dance. Love and light. What did I say? 2 of these and 1 of those. Yes, baby. We ain't doing none of that shit. We use communicative dance. Yes, baby. Someone is going to jail, this older female. They haven't got any money to pay for any true legal aid, right? They've tried to what? Stop your next move. Some kind of a partnership, right? A partnership could also be the signing of a contract. It could be even be an inheritance. They wanted to stop it, right? But you've mastered something, right? Listen, you mastered what? Getting away from the fucking East blood. You didn't fancy it. And you became what? Father Time. As well as what? The bringer of the what? Death blow. But you're not doing it. I told you. Know when to hold them and when to fold them. The Virgo energy. The Hermit energy. This is the DNS blood. You had to isolate yourself. This is how you got the knowledge. This is download straight from Father God Most High. The betrayal, darling, and the dishonesty is real. This was in some cases, it was a new friendship. But good God, when you look back in the pictures, it's you and the snake, you and the snake at the beach, you and the snake, what, getting your makeup done? This person hated you from the start, darling dear. They never came to be your friend. This is also a throuple. If you was with somebody, you had to isolate yourself, the bad energy. They never meant for it to be a happy marriage, a happy relationship. They came with an agenda. Why? Because they've got low self-esteem. And they are what? A full-on narc. Sociopath, complex, deep personality. That's what slipped through the net. Right? They thought they had options, mate. But how now, brown cow? They're brock pocketers. This is also what? Feeling guilty, feeling shame, not knowing what's going on, being left out of the loop, eh? They're not fancying it. They don't love it. Well, good. It's Taurus as well as Mercury energy in the upright. They are insecure and they're going through financial losses, hardships, blood. And did I say that they're arguing? The tongue wrestling, there's nothing like tongue wrestling when everybody's pocket is flat. And when they go into their pockets, they find fingers and fluff. 2 5s on the table talk about you having let go of this situation. Once you realized you was being effed over and it wasn't going to change. You realized being around them gave a turn around in your finances. You knew what brock pocket was. You understood what homelessness was. Yes, baby. When you get around the wrong people. This what? There was nothing but a what? A stumbling block in your life, blood. Come to weigh you down. But what they wish for you, darling dear, we already saw it. RTS, darling dear. RTS. Base of the deck. Right on the... Listen. Can you be any more happy? Can you? Do it, darling dear. Do it. This is emotional fulfillment. This is finding your 10th cup on your own. And what they're trying to do to your progeny, it's not going to work. This is a healthy child. A happy child. You got your third eye on all of these backstabbers, mate. The ones that would love to sneak back in on your equation. You're the queen of wands, blood. Listen. You have occult knowledge, darling dear. You got a hold of your birth natal chart. You validated yourself. This is about what? Steady progress. Why? Because you plan, plot, and strategize and act on the plan. You are a natural born leader. And they're seeing that shit and would love to come back and sneak back into your life. With their toxic ways, blood. I told you they're coming straight out of the crevice of the devil's balls. Look! I told you. They're coming quick. They're gonna be what? All brushed up, looking lovely, fabulous, and gorgeous to come and deliver that big cup of opium, right? As they are what? A fagin to the truth, darling dear. Full on airbender. Airbender. You better master your emotions around this bitch, right? Because they would love to manipulate you, but you're the one with all of the tools. Master your emotions, darling dear. Don't get mad when they return. You get Mercury, mate. You start thinking and communicating. I told you, Mercury is direct, blood. And 'tis the season to tell people about them dirty, nasty blood clot. Sometimes you've got to what? To tell them to go and dip up under your mama. Yes, you have to dip up under them. You must tell them when they come and they're bullshit. Master your emotions because you're not going to fight. You're not going to we don't tussle and we don't tongue wrestle. But you tell them like it is. I told you divine is about to deliver you with facts. Facts, blood. And you're going to give them a good dressing down. You're saying, what's a dressing down? It's an English term for telling off them blood clot with the truth. A roof. Pinkies up. Yes. Outrageous. This spellcaster. And if it's a female, they was always a mistress and no one's wife. Come bucket they be. Some of them use sex magic to beguile someone into their situation. Told you, they worked on it. And look what they got. They got what? A Judas in a Peter suit. Somebody who likes to give on to others. Somebody who is what? A full-on homosexual with the unsatisfied eyes, right? And the strength to pay only one bill, the mobile bill, to keep in contact with said horde. That's what they got. And they're stuck with that shit. And I told you, this older female is about to go to prison. It could be a woman or a man, but I'm strongly feeling it's a female. The queen pin of their what? Heinous organization that was what? It was born in the pits, right? At 911 Freddy Krueger Avenue, 2 streets over from the loser lane, in the district of the damned. Secure yourself, darling dear. Protect yourself from any incoming. They see that you're secure. Some of you have got a new home. They see you traveling. They even, I told you, they're counting your pentacles from the background. This person was controlling in your life. But they can't control nothing now. They're not even going to be able to control when they go to prison or how long they're there. They'll be like R. Kelly, wishing they could turn back the hands of time, eh? Oh, wow. We're at the 51. We must press on. Press on. Press on. Press on. Rush on. Russian. Listen. Allow me with the tongue twisters, Mercury, please. Let's move on. We had another question. Do I need this step? We're going to carry on with the next step. How far will they take their iteration? How far will they take the hateration? That's a lot of cards. How far will they take it? Listen, it's not going to go very far, blood. Hey! It's going to stay on them. The confusion, being stuck in their world, darling. They're unable to move this in and out energy. And it's a dealing mattress back in animal in a kitten hill, full on tree sloth. Listen, they can't take it nowhere. They can't touch this. You're in full on attraction mode. Head and shoulders above others, being recognized as a major craftsperson in your field. This is contracts, business, deals, a new home. Some of you are what? Attracting your true divinely guided partner, true love's first kiss. They can't stop a damn thing. They cannot. Your ancestors have put an X on their back, darling dear. And it could even be an X for you. They're going to watch you go into a union. Right? They're going to be confused, not knowing what's going on. And they're not happy about it, blood. Hopefully they will stamp their foot like Rumpelstiltskin and disappear forever. Look. They came with a knife for your back, darling dear, to betray you on every level. And they were not divinely guided. This is somebody who was extremely unjust to you. The Hierophant on its face, the Taurus energy. If this was a marriage, they did not agree to that contract. They only agreed to what? Keep you stuck. Which is shown by the Knight of Wands on its face. Block your creativity, darling dear. Put you in doubt about yourself where you was unhappy. It wasn't a marriage. It wasn't even a partnership. It was a funeral. And they was the head of the pole-bearing team. This stabber. Some of you had to get medical attention. They came with what? Dig dealing and mattress backing and many attachments. Look at this shit. That Vertum's got branches, mate. Nuts and bolts and bumps. Good God. That's, listen. Everything must be examined. Hey. You'll have no wee wheelie winky running through your town. Oh, how now, brown cow. This person is extreme, or people are extremely jealous of you. And did I say the spell castation, the malicious words, everything they try to do to you? Some cases it could have gone as far as black magic, the chaos magic, darling dear. Return to sender. What they wanted for you. This is somebody who's actively speaking on your name. Even as we speak, darling dear, they've got time to talk about you. But they're going to have to be silenced. This is the Five of Swords. The 5 is represented by the Hierophant. Their injustices. Whomsoever their tongue wrestling with is simple-minded. They just love to hear the drama. Told you. The blind amongst the blind. Codependent hermit on its face. And they know they can't come back to you, blood. King of Swords on its face, you see them as a high commander Decepticon. Pennywise son or daughter. Yes. All of this and that. Right? Spell work being returned to them. And look, not being emotionally fulfilled in anything that they do. They're not getting any joy out of life. Imagine that. What they wanted for you, my dear big cat. What they wanted for you. What was the biggest lesson for the big cats to understand and learn? Fall back in the face of skullduggerous and skullduggery, blood. Fall back and seek Father God. Go within. Heal, rest, recuperate. And don't argue with a bottom feeder, right? Because from a distance it looked like two chicken heads doing the crumb thing, blood. This is fall back, relax. You've got the knowledge. The lesson is the knowledge, darling dear. Learning from the lesson so it don't happen to you again. That you don't meet on toxic partnerships, right? Friendships, family members. Fall back, Divine says. This is the message, the lesson that you should learn, right? King of Pentacles. This is someone who abused their power. Had you in a third-party situation and lied about what happened in the situation. Listen. Can't touch this. Look, listen, I can't make it up. You see it again. Some of you are attracting your true love's first kiss. You're attracting sponsorship deals, promoters, a new beginning, a fresh new beginning that you co-created in the name of Father God Most High, Mother Isis. You've been working really hard. You're about to go up in the world. You've got some of you have already got people looking up to you. You've attracted like-minded souls. Don't drink or eat anything from them and don't take them back. You've already crushed it under your flip-flop when you took back your common sense. You had to. Master manipulators. And if this was a family person, and if you've got progeny with them, they couldn't give two figs or one good damn about those progenies. Not really. Why? Because they're caught up in the toxic, darling. They love the toxic life. They love it. They love it. And they're what? Easily tempted. You don't want that in your hemisphere. Right? Realize that you have all of the tools to co-create whatever life you want on this Malkuth. You are in full-on manifestation mode and getting your wish fulfillment. You've got the genie in the lamp, divine. You have divine's ear because you paid attention. And you allowed that bird to continue to fly too fast past the nest. Let them go where they're going. Try to dig a ditch for the big cat. Just listen. Try to dig a ditch for you, darling. The spirit said to you to fall back. Right? Look! From the treacherous, the betrayal, the heartbreak. And it fell on the lover in reverse, the toxic one. Right? The pedestrian sperm engineer. Community genitalia for sure. But you're about to get a miracle in your life, darling dear. What did I say? You get the tree of life again. The Fool's Journey, but with the 2020. Love it. And that's the truth, Roof. I don't hate it, I love it. What's this? Listen. No higher court than the truth. Especially Father God. What's this? Oh! The dealer. Paying attention now to what you've got going on. Realizing that you came with the whole, everything. Realizing what they lost. This person looks good. They took a good fight, but they're being blocked by you, by your ancestral team. They can't come back. This is somebody looking back into the past, looking at the loyalty you gave to them. You was a truth teller. You told too much truth. This is why they was able to fuck with you like ether. Yes, baby. You got a message coming through. Oh gosh, a message from what? Something you manifested, darling. You're too busy getting great, digging your ditches. So what? Store your skrilla. Dots comes. That was the lesson, darling dear. to realize that you are above that situation. You was never the same as them. And that was part of your purpose, to see if you would find the strength, darling dear, in the Most High to get out of that situation. Psalms 91:1. Now my wig is creeping up on me. Listen, they want to put major, little minuscule annoyances in your life. This is why I say, my dear big cat, you have to what? Hit them every now and then with the house wig. The house wig, blood. Right, let's get some more intel. They can't stop you. This is a toxic situation that you simply had to leave. This person is a liar, a teller of tall tales, an airbender. And we see the marriage card. This is a partnership that you was in. But they're going to see you. They're going to watch you, right? Be in adulation, being praised by others. They're watching your big pentacles, right? What did I just say? Because you're a public figure. Something on social. You got some kind of a platform. And they're watching. Very much. Can't stop them. It's a public platform. Good God. What else do we need to know? This is so many cards. Let me split. Listen. Pennywise son or daughter. Told you. That queen pin. I keep going back to this older female. She's definitely going to prison. How did we get here? This is what I'm saying. The fucking East blood. They drink from that cup of opium. And they try and what? Spit it down your own gullet. Listen. Right? Look, because they had you at other worth. How did we get here? Look, what's showing? Nails, stop it. Sagittarius, I told you Sagittarius is the only zodiac with a bow and arrow, blood. You weaponized yourself. And in some cases, the DNA will be required, darling. Yeah. They're going to put you through the indignation of having DNA on your unborn child when they know good and well that it's their child. Do it. Give it to them. It'd be quicker to get the what child maintenance. Give them the DNA, blood. This Pennywise son or daughter, right? Because they come through with what? Immature and no communication skills. I told you, you have to use communicative dance. 2 of these, 1 of those, and legal papers. Legal papers. What else? This one is touching me. What did I say? A pedestrian sperm engineer. So there's more than one bambino, because this is a secret love affair with a dick dealer who's been struck with what? A whole new progeny, blood. Wow. Have they got the Skrillers to pay for this new child? Have they got the Skrillers? Well, they're going to try. Well, their dick dealing was successful. You see this new world opening up for them. Have they got the Skrillers? They're trying to manifest it. They're trying to run away in their mind from the fact that they're about to be a new parent. They want to escape that situation. Do they have the Skrillers? They're under judgment, mate. I haven't seen one Skriller come out. Have you seen it? I've looked high and low. This person who was quick to rush into a situation went in what? Dick first or Punani first, blood. They're about to be hit up with the DNA, and they're about to what? Give birth to a what? Pennywise son or daughter. Well, what you do in the dark will be in your pocket for the next 18 years. What about this public figure? They get into your messages and they try to cause fights in your comments. Yes, told you. When they should really be showing love, because they're going straight back to the crevice of the devil's balls, right? Told you. Then they're not getting blessed for all of the wickedness that they're still perpetrating. These are the ones that like to be in secret competition. How can they compete where they don't compare? They're getting a spiritual smackdown. They're not happy. And they're confused now. Now they're confused? Bitch, it's not the time for confusion, blood. It's not the time for the confused or the feeble-minded. What else do we need to know? Because we're already at the 64. Right? Whatever they did, they were overbearing and controlling. Well, not anymore, blood. Especially not from a nosebleed section. Especially when you've got what? Spiritual court to get through. Right? Return of Mac the Knife. right? To repeat a negative cycle, who's living in the past, and unhealed trauma. Good God! Good God! Right? The time traveler wants to come back with the fucking blood to interrupt your space and time continuum. Oh, hell no. If that don't make you run for your knee, I don't know what will, blood. Pinkies up! Because you know what's going on. On that note, I drops me mic as I sip my mocha because I ain't getting smoke, blood. Toddle over to Teesprings, toddle over to Patreon, or even toddle back here. Hit the thumbs up button, darling dears. Like, subscribe, and comment. I love to read the comments. And hit the bell so you'll be notified when I'm kicking my way through these tarot streets again. And as I always say, don't get smoked. And don't smoke yourself. The ditch they try to dig for you, darling dear, is the deepest one they dug for themselves. The only ditch you have is to conceal your skrillers, dots, coms. And that's the truth roof, gifted to you by Father God Most High. So who cares what they're looking at? They've got nothing but what? Devilish intent, darling dear. Let them control the feeble-minded. This is your rebirth, right? Law 25 of the 48 laws of power. You've already turned your back on that toxicity, and you'll be quick to run in with a quick dressing down. Dare they come into your hemisphere? I told you, lead with the truth. The sword is about knowledge as well, darling dear. You have the knowledge. If they want to be scuppered and on the rocks, come and hit up the big cat, because you're waiting and you're ready, mate, for the 1-2 step all over that ass. From the ashes, baby. Namaste. Cat, cat. Cat, cat.